So what's new this year? There's 4 fundamental things. A new security appliance, which is what you just saw in your hand. It's called the Open Secure Automation Proxy. And we're going to spend a few slides on it. We've released integral support of secure MQTT with Sparkplug-B, and it's integrated into the controller, into the appliance. Any appliance that's going to connect to the control network. Again, it's user selectable, so you can decide which protocol you need, and then the system adapts to it. So this is the constant evolution to the edge. MQTT is going to play a very important role. It won't single-handedly solve all the problems, but you need lots of pieces for solving every puzzle. Role-based access control is our next big thing from a software and functionality, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And then Wood Group partnership. We've been expanding our relationship. Bridget Fitzpatrick is here from Wood Group, and you know, we're excited about that because we're the new kid on the block. We're a young company, and to be able to partner with international engineering companies that have their kind of footprint. I was just telling Bridget about a project that we're working on in Southern California, and it could be our first major interaction with them to deliver several thousand PLC replacements. So we're looking forward to that. So thank you, Wood. Okay, so proxy. What is it? There's a lot of devices out in the market, hardware, software, things like that, firewalls, etc. Virtually everyone's making one. In the last few years, it's interesting to see how many vendors are in the common area that are solving the problem. So this is different. What's different about it is that this device is built by Bedrock, meaning it has the Bedrock infrastructure built in. You see it's physical anti-tamper, technologically anti-tamper. It's hardened as an industrial device. It has industrial operating capabilities for temperature and environmental capabilities. And what it does is allows, you see there's multiple ports of small form factor pluggables, so there's multiple gigabit networks coming out of that device, and any one of those networks can be a down network for 10, 100, 1000 Ethernet to industrial IP networks. And above is an intrinsically secure MQTT or OPC UA network. And I may or may not have mentioned or forgot to mention DDS is coming this year. So so there you have it. So it's almost that easy in that the data mapping between a legacy database in a PLC and the tags that would be required in a conventional SCADA system are automatically or automagically mapped by some very sophisticated software and device. Flexibility in the link as well. An iRig-B, you see that coaxial looking connector on the side. That allows connection to GPS satellite for external secure time. We could spend all 20 minutes talking about time and the impact of time on intrinsic security. It's one of the most important threat vectors. So this allows you to GPS synchronize all these devices in the field. It's really important. So there you go. Now, any one of the ports also can be used as a local engineering port. So you have, in effect, a virtual private network between a workstation and the conventional PLC network below it. So this allows, partitioning between an older and a newer network. So that's built in as well. And so the point of this is extreme ease of use. We think the whole instruction manual for this should fit on a napkin. It's meant to deliver IT technologies to the OT domain, so the operations people can slap it on a wall, connect some PLC networks to it, connect a SCADA network up, and away you go. Did someone say I'm running out of time already? No? Okay. How am I doing for time? I got 10 minutes? Okay. 5 minutes more, and then 5 minutes for questions? Okay. The other really cool thing is in that device is our first board, which is using 64-bit quad-core computing. So that is a major leap. That is a bleeding-edge silicon platform that we think will give us another step up. So you bring that kind of computation to the edge, quad-core, multi-gigahertz, ARM Cortex with full 64-bit computing, now sitting in the industrial space. So that gives us a platform going forward for all kinds of groovy things. And that's real server class performance at the edge. Now, the benefits is that this gives you real intelligent isolation, meaning that it's isolating what you need to isolate. It's designed really specifically around the legacy network to the modern control network. Very, very simple. There's no configuration or maintenance, no firewall rules. It's an intrinsic whitelisting device. So you plug it in, start it up, nominal configuration, and you walk away, and that's it. If an engineer comes up to it to change a tag through a local port and is engineering away on it, that tag, any changes will automatically be propagated up to the SCADA network. So it's auto management, extremely simple. Last year we introduced anomaly detection intrinsic to our products. So anomaly behavior analytics will be built into this box, and we've come up with some super cool magic that allows us to detect anomalies on the legacy network and without any intelligence required on the network. So now we'll be able to see if people are acting or reacting on a legacy network, and that can be alarmed up through and propagated through a wide area network. As I said, it's called Bedrock Deep Security. We were built this by design in partnership with a customer, a key customer, and we expect a pretty decent deployment. We're excited about it. So alternatives are you can air gap, data diodes, firewalls, other things. These things all have their issues, and we think this is a highly simplified and very, very cost-effective approach. And again, there's one cost for it, software is built into it, and there's no perpetual maintenance fees and licensing fees and tag fees and all this complex BS. It's just not our model. Sits in a network just like this. How am I doing for time? Holy mackerel. All right, so the other big thing is Cyber Shield. And this is a really important thing for us. And in how old am I? 2017, we had Cyber Shield 2.0, which had a series of technologies. It was our stepping stone. 2018, we introduced Cyber Shield 3.0. You can read it. I'm not going to say it because I only have 1 minute now. And Cyber Shield 4.0 is this year. The important thing is that it's a firmware-based evolution for any system that's out there now, any system that's ever been out there, and any system in the future. It's a forward and backward compatible firmware intrinsic security model. So any customer can upgrade this for free. So in 1 year, we have a major step function, and we embed a lot of the analytics that you see some vendors out there, suggesting. That's a feature that's built in the product, and it's free. You just download it, and that's what we're going to do going forward. So here we have MQTT, but role-based access control, RBAC. This is a very important subject and a very important tool. This allows user-defined granularity on the roles and the privileges of any person, any application, any tool, anything. You can do anything you want and defined by the user. So now you have the ability to partition based on experience, based on roles, based on privileges. And this kind of capability is state-of-the-art IT technologies. It's going to be built in and intrinsic to the system. And it's possible that we can do these things because the certificate authority, which is the key management, public-private key infrastructure that makes it possible, same way it makes it possible for you to do transactions, banking transactions. It's the same e-commerce technology. All of that, we've been building it for years. It's built in and it makes this work. And the keys, the certificates, the barrier to entry is built into the impenetrable hardware. So that means you can deploy role-based access in the system seamlessly. It'll support LDAP and other enterprise tools, seamlessly integrate with it. This is going to be a major step forward for users. Again, it's free, all right? And it's our continual push of convergence of OT and IT, and our continual convergence for pushing for advanced security. These will all be tied into biometrics and third-party capabilities. So, at any rate, I would just say this, what tech wins from us and other people? Basically, follow the money. Look for technologies that improve lifecycle cost, technologies that are really a convergence of the cloud and IIoT. These are big subject matters, but the core aspects of these things, when they're converged and when they're applied in the industrial market, they will win. And we write about these things and build these things all the time. So, thank you for your time. I think I'm only a minute or two over. Is that right? A few more minutes for questions. Please take a look. We've got 3 of our customers doing presentations here, talking about the value of OSA and the experience with Bedrock. So feel free to join. Please come by our booth. It's packed with technology and cool stuff. It's just going to blow your mind. So, questions?